What's up everybody, Zero94 here with another action figure review. This time is on the Avengers Figma Iron Man Mark 7 figure. Finally we get a Mark 7 figure worthy. The Reveltech one was okay, I never really bought that, but this one looks a lot better. Here's the view of the back of the box, there's the side. This one looks amazing. This is the normal version, so let's get into it, crack this guy open, see what we got. And there he is out of the package, Mark 7 Iron Man from Figma, looking very nice. I'm really digging the paint. One thing about these Japanese imported figures of Iron Man is that they have an awesome selection of paint for the armor. It makes it look nice and shiny, and that metallic look is just perfect. They spot on. Love it. They do a really good job with that. But just all around, just the way the light hits it. It looks very, very nice. This is one of the bigger Figma figures out there. A lot of people were worried about his height. He is very, very tall for a Figma figure, and he stands tallest of all three Figma Avenger figures. So he does come with quite a few accessories. He does come with, I think, 4 hands, 2 pairs of hands that you can attach these repulsor blasts to. These are already attached there because I put them on there. So we have this hand right there. So a pair of those and a pair of these right here. The other one would be this one, and that's how that peg looks like right there. And there is the other one like that. So you have the choice of having the open fingers or the closed fingers. Then he comes with the open hands like this one, and the other one is on the figure. And then we have the fisted ones, which is right here and then right here. And of course we have this half-opened hand for grabbing something right there. And it does come with this Figma tree where you can attach it right there, so you can have it on there if you would like all the hands. Also, he does come with repulsor or flying effects right there, which is always cool for Iron Man. And he comes with a Figma stand right there, so very cool, in which you can attach the hole in the back of the figure. Going on with a closer look at the figure right here, you can see Iron Man, the face sculpt and the paint details as well. Very nice throughout the figure. You can see that metallic shine on his armor. This is the only Mark 7 6-inch scale figure aside from the Reveltech one that we got. Finally, Figma made one. I'm still waiting for Figuarts to make one. And I guess it's worth mentioning that this is the standard version of the figure. This is not the full spec one that cost over $100. Just didn't think that was worth it for just a few effects pieces that I probably don't even use anyways. So the base model is alright with me. On to his articulation, we have his head that goes up, very nice, and he's got a neck joint. The neck can get tucked back in, and then he looks down a lot. Left and right on that head joint looks really nice. His shoulder pads don't really hinder it, but he does look up if you get it over, and then that's about as far as you can get it, which is not that bad. His shoulder pads are on this little soft rubber that is nice, pliable, and soft, so you can move it around. And we have his arm on. We got a bicep swivel with double jointed elbows right there. A nice bend for the elbow. The hands on a ball joint hinge as well. It does swivel, very nice, and his forearm does swivel too. One thing I don't like is this hand guard is very cheap. It's just a little soft plastic, and it could warp and break off really easy, and that's all it is. And to move it, you got to move the entire forearm to move it, because then if you just move the hand, that looks weird. So that's no bueno. I don't like that at all. He's got an upper joint right there. At his torso, he's got a little loose piece right here, add armor, another joint right here, and then a loose crotch piece right there. The lower abdomen piece is loose right there. It's purposely done like that so you can move him around and articulate him without hindering. So that's always good. He's got another waist swivel down below. His leg joints is connected, the 3-piece joint where it connects the leg, the torso, and the other leg all in one piece. Works really well. We got the leg going up forward really nice. Side to side about that much, not that much, but you don't really need him doing a split. He's got an upper thigh swivel right there, which is really nice. A nice bend at the knee. This is another annoying part that falls off a lot. but that is meant to be articulated so you can kind of hide his joint right there in his leg joint. his knee joint. He's got soft plastic down here below, so that's good for not hindering. Got the ankle rocker, the toe articulation, and his foot does go forward and back. I do not like that gap in his foot, but that's a minor gripe. One thing I don't like what they did is that they made you to change his hand to the repulsor blast one. You have to take off that little peg, and it takes forever. Some people even use pliers. For some reason, they had their own peg for the repulsor blast hands. But for these hands, they have peg holes, so you just attach them. I don't understand why they did that. Maybe because the way it's angled, you can't really stick the peg in there. But if they're gonna do that, just make all of them with the peg, and that would have been a lot easier, because this took forever for me to take off. I don't even want to do it right now. This is probably one of my favorite figures in my collection of Iron Man for sure. I just love the way he looks. I love his articulation. Figma did a really good job. Just a nice simple little him on his knee pose right here. Pretty cool. Came out really nice in my opinion. It's just I was trying to imitate the Iron Man 3 poster. I know this isn't the armor that he wore, but this is kind of the pose that he did in that Iron Man 3 poster. Except his hand was on the floor. I couldn't get his hand on the floor, but still, nonetheless, it's really nice. Just utilizing his, of course, the knee guard right there. It covers his knee joint really nice, and his toe articulation looks really natural there. In my opinion, I mean, you can, criticize it if you want, but everyone has their own opinion. It's just really cool that I'm able to get this pose going. Really nice figure overall. I'm really digging this guy. Probably one of my favorite Iron Man figures. Like I said, in my collection, it is one of my favorite ones. I mean, Figma did a really good job on this guy. I didn't dig Thor or Captain America as much as I dig this Iron Man figure. He did a wonderful job on this. They saved the best for last for sure. Well, here's a little comparison, not really a size comparison, but him next to SH Figuarts, Iron Patriot, and the Iron Man Mark 6. He goes great with their display of Iron Man figures, imported at least, and Marvel Legends, so that's really nice. And there he is standing straight up next to the SH Figuarts. One, he is very tall. Now I know they are with their legs spread quite open, but regardless of that, they are he's still really a lot taller than the SH Figuarts one right there, as you can see. So they've always said that the Figma ones are pretty short, but the Figuarts one are pretty short too. So they did a good job with the scaling on this Figma Avengers Iron Man. If you move this one to the side, we get the Marvel Legends one right there, and you can see that he is taller than the Marvel Legends one. So that is really good, because the Marvel Legend one is this is the Mark 6, by the way. Hasbro never made a Mark 7. The Marvel Legend one was pretty tall, and he was to scale. So I'm glad to see Figma really making Iron Man really tall, because he's supposed to be, he's in armor, so that's a good thing. Alright guys, so there you have it. There is the review of the Iron Man Mark 7 by Figma. Fantastic figure. I cannot recommend him enough. Please go get him before he sells out and he goes skyrocketing in price. Please do. They did a fantastic job on this. Flat out, without a doubt, the best figure from the wave. Better than Thor, better than Cap. Go get this guy. Highly, highly recommend this figure. This Iron Man is one of the best Iron Men out there, in my opinion. The only gripe I have are those hand guards. Very cheap. They did a really cheap job on that. Do not understand why they did that. Such an expensive figure, and they went the lazy way out and added this right here. Very lazy. It's rubber, so when you get them onto this pose, it will warp into that position. So that sucks. So you can't really. I don't like to pose them, because then that happens right there, so it doesn't stay down. That is just very, very lazy on Figma's part. Other than that, the figure is very, very nice. I really do enjoy it quite a lot. They did a fantastic job. I just can't say enough about them. So yeah, the gripe would be those hand guards, and that's pretty much it. I don't have any other gripes. I guess you can count these things. Don't get why they just didn't put pegs on each of them instead of having them with some with holes, because it sucks taking those little things out. They even give you an extra peg in case you lose one. Alright, so guys, thank you guys for watching. This has been Evo94. Please like, comment, subscribe, do a like, and you guys have a great day. Bye.